Good morning. This is a Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
Gosh, your hair really looks nice this morning. It just has such a nice form to it.
Thanks, Dave.
Your shirt, nice gray, neutral color. Goes along with that hairstyle beautifully. And then your shoes
Thanks, Dave.
Your shoes actually match your shirt. That's just fantastic.
Thanks.
You just look sharp.
Thanks, Dave.
Oh, by the way, I just wanted to ask you a question. Now,
Yes.
Yesterday, Joyce Richardson came in and she had a bone to pick with me.
She did.
Over something I asked her son-in-law, I believe it was, about the granddaughter. I don't remember exactly what I said, but
Joyce did.
she remembered. And I'm going to go back and listen to it. It's archived and see what I said.
All right.
But, you're supposed to be my co-host and back me up. Now, I've just really been just trying my very best to be nice to you and compliment you on things. And then I get my back into a corner, and you sit over there and just don't cover my back at all. I just feel like you really just turned on me yesterday. It really hurt. I wouldn't do that to you. You know I wouldn't. I always back you up.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, Dave. Sorry. You feel that way.
You didn't look sorry. Yeah. You were over there yucking it up, chuckling.
I was somewhat enjoying it, yes.
Well, you're supposed
to. Joyce was winning. If that was a debate or whatever that was, Joyce was winning.
Well, I think she lost a debate about Father's Day. I mean, Father's Day's the day where...
I'm not going there. I'm sorry. I know that, you just started saying, Brent, you're supposed to have my back and all of this and all of that.
Yeah.
But the comments you made regarding Father's Day...
Well, it's the day you should be able to do whatever you want to do because you're a dad. And you have to go. You have to be responsible the rest of the year. You have one day. Now, I would think you'd back me up on that.
What? No, I think that on Father's Day, sure, you should. And Father. See, now you're getting me in trouble because I'm right on the verge of getting myself in trouble because of you. You're setting me up. I'm not going to fall for it. I'm going to hold back. The problem with your comment yesterday was you said that Father's Day is the only day that fathers are are ever treated well.
No, I didn't mean it that way. Did I say that? I didn't say that.
Well, I don't know. You were alluding to the fact that the way I took it was you were kind of alluding to the fact that when it comes to Father's Day, that's the only day that fathers get treated the way they should be treated. Every day is kind of the way I took it. And I did. I went to my island when you started going down that road because I'm like, I'm not joining you on that because that comments like that get you into trouble, buddy.
Well, did you hear the pastor this morning on devotions, Pastor Tim?
No, I did not.
You have to tell it like it is.
Oh, well, okay.
Whether it causes you pain or not, you have to tell it like it is. Now, what your perception of what is, that's a whole other thing.
Yes. Everybody's perception of what is.
What is
does make a big difference.
Yeah, I know what is. You know what is?
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Yeah, you should have
I'm
my
sorry
back.
you feel like I abandoned you in a way yesterday. I guess I apologize for that if you felt that way. But I'll just lots of times you do this we thing. You start something, and then it becomes we, and that I don't necessarily.
Do you have a
No,
live
I'm
read you
feeling
could do
very,
right now?
I'm feeling very uncomfortable.
Well,
I
don't
feel
feel
like
uncomfortable.
you're putting me on the spot here.
No, I've got your back. Don't worry.
Okay, Dave.
Do you have a live read you could do real quick?
Well,
I'm going to go
I
get something
can.
to kind of enter this conversation. So
Oh.
I'll be back.
Oh, you actually are leaving.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Okay. Well, let me.
desk. Don't worry, old buddy.
I'll be right back. okay. I got
your back. Don't worry.
All right. Well, thanks, Dave. Yeah, Dave has left the studio. So it's just me. So let's tell you about some things that are happening. Let's talk about awards and more. Downtown Broken Bow, located west side of the square by the Custer County Museum. As we all know, summer is full of parades and yard sales. Well, they do some great things when it comes to signs. Talk to them about your options for a banner or sign, whether it be for your float if you're going through a parade, or maybe a yard sale. You want to make sure you have a sign that really sticks out so people know that you're having a sale and know where to find you at. They have great ideas for wedding gifts as well, for something unique and special. They have some fun summer tanks, can be personalized or keep your beverages nice and cold with their double wall insulated stainless steel water bottles. Sally would love to help bring your ideas to life, so just stop in and talk to them at Awards and More. They're open Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5. They're closed on Friday, but again, open Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5. You'll find them west side of the square in Broken Bow by the Custer County Museum.
Thank you, Brent. Jeremy dropped this by my desk yesterday, and just happens to fit our conversation about radio hosts having each other covered, having their back.
Okay.
Just happened to fit. There's a picture of Bert and Ernie.
Oh, it's Bert and Ernie.
Yeah.
From
Bert and
Sesame Street.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they work on a radio show together.
Oh.
Bert and Ernie had worked together as morning drive time radio hosts for 20 years. They traded jokes, played pop music, and generally made people's lives a little brighter as they trundled to work. Now, though there was silence on the air, Ernie silently reread the fax message from the civil defense. Silent, and then he read the civil defense message. As licensed broadcasters, they were legally obligated to alert the public to tell them that nukes were flying, and that in a few minutes all the world's troubles would be over.
Oh.
What, though, was the point of that? To torture people with the knowledge of something they couldn't change? Their eyes met, and a decision was reached. Bert put on their most requested song, a sugary top 40 tune, while Ernie produced a bottle of bourbon from under the desk. As their producer banged on the locked studio door, the colleagues toasted the end of a long career. Bert Oys, the consummate professional, turned away from the window as the first explosion split the distant horizon. He straightened his tie and tucked in his shirt and brushed back his hair. He would meet this fiery death with dignity. He turned to Ernie and said in a quiet, resigned voice, "How do I look, Ernie?" Ernie walked slowly over to his friend, looked into Bert's face, and saw the closeness they shared and the strength of their relationship forged over the years. He took a deep breath and spoke quietly, "With your eyes, Bert." You want to play the game?
Yeah, let's do. Here's your question. We're asking questions about the movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off. If you can believe it, it's 35 years old this week. Here's your question. Where did Ferris, Cameron, and Sloan take the day off to? It was a city. They kind of cruised around what city? And Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Where did Ferris, Cameron, and Sloan take the day off to? Was it Chicago, Los Angeles, New York City, or Milwaukee? Those are your choices. Where did Ferris, Cameron, and Sloan take the day off to in the movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off? Chicago, Los Angeles, New York City, or Milwaukee?
We got a little hitch here. Mark
What's wrong?
Stock's online, too. Is he wanting to record, or would he like to go live?
Either one.
All right, we're going to hold that question.
Oh, okay,
We'll
sure.
hold that
All right,
question
hold the question.
because this way Mark can get the word out on the breakfast show, and we'll come back to that question, or maybe Mark can answer it. I don't know
Yeah,
if he's been
yeah, we could give Mark the prize. It's Tumbleweed Day, so it's a gift certificate for a tumbleweed meal at the Tumbleweed.
Okay. Well, we'll see if he wants to answer that. But we do know that Mark Stock wants to talk about Big Iron Auction Company. We're just going to go live, and as they say here in Nebraska, get her done. Good morning, Mark. How you doing?
Hey, guys, I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing?
We're doing great. We're doing great. Good to have you along. You're bright and early this morning. I assume you got things scheduled later on in the next hour or two. So let's just jump in and have you tell us what's going on at Big Iron Auction Company right now.
Well, this week we are starting early with some training. We've got over 200 of our sales reps across the country, and we're doing 4 different trainings this week and next week in different locations. So we'll be in Denver today. We'll be in Des Moines on Thursday. We'll be in Columbus, Ohio on next Tuesday, and we'll be in Little Rock, Arkansas the following week. And the reps, they drive into these locations, and we introduce to them the latest things that are happening with Big Iron so they see it before the public does. And I tell you what, folks, you're going to see some changes on our website that your mouth is just going to drool over here over the course of the next 4 or 5 months. It's going to make it even easier than ever before to bid and to buy on BigIron.com, so keep watching that. We do have some tremendous retirement sales coming up over the next couple of weeks, folks. A lot of folks that are realizing that commodity prices are high, new crop opportunities to sell commodity prices for corn and beans and wheat are at 5-year highs. So a lot of these folks want to sell their equipment to these people that are taking the opportunity of cashing in on old and new crop sales. And they have got low-houred equipment because in 2012 and 13 and 14, a lot of these folks that are retiring today, they had the same situation. They had their opportunities to sell $5 and $6 and $7 and even $8 corn. And when they went to their tax man, the tax man said, you're going to pay Uncle Sam a pretty big bill. So they went and bought new machinery. And some of that machinery now is being sold on Big Iron 5 and 6 years later, and it's got low hours on it, folks. So you've got a great opportunity to upgrade equipment in your operation, and you can do it right now over the summer months where historically we haven't had this many retirement sales. But go to the Big Iron website and scroll through the over 1,690 items that are selling tomorrow. We've got the Clark E. Woodworth Revocable Truss Sale there in Sterling, Kansas, late model combines. We got the Emdahl Farms, Inc. retirement sale in Albert City, Iowa. Unbelievably well-kept equipment here, folks. A lot of tillage tools, a lot of Parker gravity wagons. But they've got a John Deere 7810 mechanical front tractor. These things are harder and harder to find. They got a 1975 John Deere 4430, just as straight as a whistle. They've got a John Deere 9610 combine. They got a Super Sharp Vermeer 605 XL round baler. Don't let the location of Albert City, Iowa, mess you up either, folks, because we have partnered with Hitchpin Logistics, and they work with trucking companies all over the Midwest, and they can freight that equipment right to your door. So get a hold of those fine folks today if you have questions on what the freight bill is going to be to get it hauled to your location. We also have a really nice retirement sale in Revere, Minnesota for Mark Hybe, and he's got Case IH equipment, a lot of late model, low-hour equipment selling on his sale. We've got Terry and Deborah Schneider, their farm retirement sales in Hartford, South Dakota. They've got 41 items on their retirement sale, just a super clean lineup of Case IH equipment. They've got a Magnum 290 mechanical front tractor that's only got 1,400 hours, folks. It's got duals on the front, duals on the rear. Check it all out. It is something special to see. They've also got a 7120 two-wheel drive tractor, I believe it is, and a 7140 mechanical front tractor. So those tractors indestructible. The 7140s just run and run and run, and we're selling one on BigIron.com here tomorrow. Now, Thomas G. and Jacqueline J. Fulton Trust Estate, they've got 86 items. They're in Liberty, Nebraska, and Liberty, Nebraska, located kind of south of Lincoln in that neck of the woods. But There's a John Deere 750 drill with a dry fertilizer box. They've also got a 1750 series 6-row planter. This thing's got liquid fertilizer on it, so those are harder and harder to find. They've got super nice tillage equipment that is selling. So please help those folks out in Liberty, Nebraska, as they're having their sale on BigIron.com here tomorrow. If you are in the market, folks, for good quality construction-related items, we have those selling as well. We've got wheel loaders, we've got skid steers, we've got dozers, we've got excavators. And as always, guys and gals, every owner's name and phone number is listed on our website, so you can do some due diligence. And since it's going to be kind of warm outside today and tomorrow, use the air conditioner, use your phone, use your internet, scroll through the items that are selling, and then bid with confidence, because everything sells lien-free and with no reserves and no buyer's fees on BigIron.com. And if you don't see what you're looking for on tomorrow's sale, folks, June 23rd, another big sale. Some more outstanding retirement sales are taking place on that particular Wednesday. And the following June 30th, folks, another 1,300 items. And we've got more additional retirement sales. So just outstanding equipment will be sold here on BigIron.com. Now, we're also listing quite a few tracts of real estate to sell on our Big Iron online bidding platform as early as July and August. Folks are concerned about what's going to happen with the tax laws and if there are going to be any changes that will affect them. So they know what the rules are this year. They would like to get their real estate sold and closed in this calendar year. And in order to do that, you need to get your auctions kind of scheduled. We can have auctions as late as the middle of November and still get closed by January 1st. But in order to get that accomplished, folks, pick up the phone and call us now so we can start that discussion. If you want to get some farmland sold, if you want to get some grassland sold, we also have some folks that are looking for some pasture to rent. We've got a few folks that have called us up. They've got anywhere from 15 to 70 pair that they're looking for grass. They got their cows dry lotted right now, and they would love to find some grass. It's kind of short in some areas, so some people haven't let cows walk on their grass so far this year, so some of these people are kind of scrambling. If you've got some grass that you would like to rent out and it's in good condition, anywhere from 10 to 20 to a pot load, just pick up the phone and give us a call here at 402-564-3369, or our toll-free number is 1-800-887-8625. I'll repeat that, 800-887-8625.
All right, Mark, thanks so much for the report. Thanks for going early with us. It sounds like you're busier than ever. Look forward to your report next week.
All right, thank you, guys. We will talk to you on Tuesday.
All right, talk to you then. 7:48 is your time. Brent Apperson, my longtime co-host and very, very good friend. Dave Burney, along with Logan Girardin, Arrow Seed. How you doing, Logan?
Oh, doing pretty good.
Clean cut
wow.
and shaven Logan Girardin. Boy, you're looking sharp today.
Well, thank you.
Not seen your bare face for some time.
I know.
Is your wife like that?
Yeah.
Looks nice.
Well, thanks.
Yeah. You do have upper lips.
I know, it's weird.
You look like you're 18 again.
I do. I don't feel like I'm 18 again.
No, I'm sure. Yeah.
Especially hot summer Arrow Seed days, right?
Yeah. Well, and another thing, I was eating scrambled eggs this morning, and I went to put ketchup on them. Actually, I squirted ketchup in my eye.
Oh, no.
I'm fine. I just have hindsight now.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're okay.
So.
One in a million, Logan.
Yeah.
1 in a million.
And if I sound like I got some stuff going on in my throat, so I was trying to do some karaoke this weekend.
Really?
And I was actually singing into a colander, and I strained my voice. It was just a heck of a weekend.
You had a really rough few days.
I did.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's here once a week, and we're glad it's only once. Logan Girardin from Arrow Seed.
Once is too much.
Oh, I don't know. It's kind of fun.
I like the hindsight.
Yeah,
That's
that was a good one.
I like that one.
Good one. Last week's, though, would be hard to top.
Yeah.
That was a dandy.
That is true.
So it is hot. I know the warehouse it rolls on whether it's hot, cold, or in between, and your guys have sweating it out.
Yeah, and we'll have to really give props to our warehouse guys this week because it is going to be brutal.
Yeah.
And I feel kind of bad. I'm actually leaving tomorrow. I'm taking a little vacation to Yellowstone.
Oh, well, yeah, I don't know if it's going to be any cooler
I
up
don't
there.
think it's going to be any cooler up there, but
You won't be in a warehouse.
I won't be in a warehouse. I'll
Yeah.
just be next to Old Faithful
There
and
you
some of
go.
the tourist stuff up there.
Yeah, nice,
So-
nice. Well, you've got good people there. They'll roll on. I think we might see a reprieve for the temperatures going into the weekend next week. So get through the next few days, I guess.
Yep.
So what's happening out in the fields? Are there any planting situations out there that you need to talk about?
Well, there's a lot of guys that are kind of on the fence about planting their sorghum, sudan, or cane or millet. Just, if there's no moisture, especially on dry land, it's not probably going to do much until it rains.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's not going to take much moisture to get it going. But it's the keeping it going that could get a little dicey.
Yeah, well, that is the unforeseen future of farming. When you're planting seeds and you don't have water to put on them, it's got to be a tough decision.
Yeah, and I get it.
Yeah,
I'm right there with everybody else. If it doesn't rain, nothing's gonna grow.
yep.
Yeah.
Unless you got a
And-
pivot or
and-
something. Yeah,
Right. And even then, those pivots are gonna be running
a lot.
a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Different kind of year than what we've had the last 3-4 years.
it
isn't
is.
Yeah.
It is. That faucet decided to turn off.
Yes. Big time. 1/100th of an inch in June so far, halfway
Yeah.
through the month. That just
It's-
doesn't do anything but insult you.
Exactly. I do want to talk a little bit about some of the stuff we have
Okay.
in the retail store. So my garden has a fence around it,
Mm-hmm.
but something got to my green beans and sugar snap peas and pretty well mowed them down.
Oh, darn it.
And I think it actually might have been a ground squirrel.
Mm.
Really?
'Cause
Not a
there
rabbit?
is not a rabbit. There's no way a rabbit can get in. But there actually was a ground squirrel hole in the middle of my garden.
Oh, nice.
So they tunneled under my fence.
Make a good movie.
It would. It would. But if it would have been rabbits, we've actually got liquid fence, which is a deer and rabbit repellent,
Mhm.
and it works. Spray it around your garden, in your garden, and it'll keep the pesky critters. And I'm sure it would work for ground squirrels too. So
Yeah, just have to get it going, don't you?
exactly,
Yeah.
and it smells very pleasant. Let me tell you,
Mm.
it's
Really? It's not too.
it'll make you barf. It smells horrible, which is why it's a good deer and rabbit repellent.
I'll be darned.
Because if we can smell it,
Yeah.
deer
20 times that.
Yeah, deer and rabbits, you multiply that by a lot.
Yeah.
It doesn't smell very good. And we've also got some dog and cat repellent. I actually have a friend up in Minnesota, and his dog was digging in his flower beds every chance it got.
Yeah.
And he was kind of asking me, well, what can I do about it? So I told him about the dog and cat repellent that we carry, and most other stores, big box stores will have it and whatnot. But he actually put some on his flower beds and has not had any more problems with his dog digging in the flower beds. So, maybe you've got some cats that are gracing you with their presence in places they shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Put some of this down and it'll keep them away.
Well, especially when a dog gets started at that, they'll just go back over and over again, and
Mhm.
cats will turn it into a restroom. So,
Yep.
yeah. Okay.
So we've got that. We've also got Tempo, which I've talked about Tempo on here numerous times. It's as far as I'm concerned, the #1 broad spectrum insecticide for indoor and outdoor use around the home.
Works great. We've used it. It's amazing, actually, how it works.
And it's super safe. It's actually FDA approved for industrial kitchens.
Mhm.
So it's not going to be one of those things that you spray and go, well, I have to be outside of my house for a week now. It's You spray it, let it dry, and forget about it.
Yeah.
And then sweep up all the dead bugs that you find.
And it lasts quite a long time.
It does. It's got a really good residual to it. I'll usually spray the outside of our house, around the foundation and the entryways to doors and windows and all that stuff. Usually do it once in the spring and once in the fall.
That's
So-
amazing. Yeah, that's good. And it is a little pricey when you look at the price label, but it's so concentrated. You buy one bottle, it's going to last you.
Yeah, unless
time.
you're doing acres upon acres.
Yeah.
I bought one bottle, I think it was 4 years ago, and I'm still working on that same bottle because you're only mixing 6 to 8 milliliters per gallon of water.
Per gallon.
Per gallon.
Yeah.
So,
It's- yeah, it works.
and we're kind of in the wedding season,
Mhm.
and if you have an outdoor wedding, Tempo is really, really good to spray. Put it in a 4-wheeler tank, and you can actually spray the grass, spray the outdoor areas if it's an outdoor wedding, and it'll take care of pretty much any bug you can think of, mosquitoes included.
And even just if you want to enjoy your patio in the evenings when it cools off, although the mosquitoes so far haven't been terrible because I suppose it's been drier.
Right.
But,
they haven't been horrible, but
yeah.
I think the only 2 mosquitoes in the county bit my elbow last night. So
They'll get you.
they,
But sitting out on the patio in the evenings, if you would put a coating of that or spray that around, that'd take care of it for quite a long time.
it would, and bugs are just going to keep getting worse,
Yeah.
unfortunately. So,
They're drawn to the light. And,
yep.
Yep.
And if they are drawn to the light, we actually have bug zapper light bulbs. Make a great Father's Day gift.
Yes, it would.
So,
Speaking of that, let's talk a little bit about Father's Day.
yeah, we're getting geared up. I mean, that's a week away or not quite
Sunday.
a week. It's
Yeah.
Sunday, so less than a week. All you shoppers that procrastinate and wait till the last minute,
Yep.
wait till the last week.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we've got the one size fits all gift for Father's Day, and that would be a gift certificate. Gift certificates are good on anything that we sell. So, anything.
Yep.
He could buy bags of seed. He could buy some outdoor furniture that we're getting.
Oh, you're getting outdoor furniture.
We are. We're getting Polywood furniture. So it's got like a 20-year warranty on it. I
Mhm.
mean, it's the heavy-duty composite, good-looking outdoor furniture.
That's
you know.
coming in.
I think we should be getting that next week.
Okay.
I believe is the tentative ETA on it. So, and that'll be pretty cool.
Go with the grills nicely.
I was just going to say you could, do a whole, just an outdoor entertainment area. Get some outdoor furniture, spray everything down with Tempo so your guests aren't getting eaten alive. Stand there by one of our Masterbuilt Gravity Series grills and, chit chat while you're making some awesome food.
Yes. That all sounds nice, doesn't it, Brent?
It does.
It
Yeah,
does.
very nice.
Yep. So, and those Masterbuilt grills, we've got 2 sizes in right now. We've got the 1050, which is 1,050 square inches of cooking area.
And evenly distributed.
Very much so. And we've also got the 560, which is 560 square inches. So it's roughly half the size of the 1050.
Mhm.
So I've got the 1050 personally, and I absolutely love it.
Talk a little bit about the smoking part of it.
So they're a charcoal grill, but you can set them down, I think, 150 degrees, and you can actually use it as a smoker. The low and slow, if you want to do a brisket, maybe you're doing some pork, jerky,
Yeah.
snack sticks, summer sausage. It does it all. And it's charcoal.
And it's
So you get
charcoal.
the charcoal flavor, and then you put some wood chips in with the charcoal, and you get the wood, the smoking aspect of it. So,
Yeah. And it sounds like you can kind of leisurely do that because you can cook whatever temperature, how long you want to cook.
exactly. I did some burgers the other night, and when it comes to charcoal, if you have like an old Weber, like an old kettle grill,
Yeah.
it takes half hour to get the charcoal started. And then by the time you get done with it, whatever charcoal is left is
Powder.
it's powder and it's done for. These Masterbuilt grills, you can go from just starting the charcoal to 700 degrees in about 10 minutes.
Oh.
So they get with the program. They're super fuel efficient, so you're not going to be burning through a bunch of charcoal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you smoke on it a lot and you do those longer times, then
Right.
you'll probably burn some more fuel. But if you're just doing steaks or burgers or something like that, it takes virtually no fuel.
So you have some in stock, and Father's
do.
Day's coming up Sunday. Folks, don't delay. Go down and take a look.
Yes, they're probably the best thing I've brought into the store. They're awesome.
And the gift certificates are as good as cash, so if you give that as a gift to Dad, he can use it for anything.
Yeah, and when we say anything, we mean he could get a pair of gloves,
Okay.
a couple pairs of gloves, you know, some fencing equipment, or just maybe a couple packages of garden seed. You know, there's a lot of stuff.
Can cookers.
Yeah, can cookers, grinders, dehydrators, smokers. We've got it all.
Okay. All right.
So the other thing that Dad might like is our lighted tumbler handles. So we've got handles that fit on a 20-ounce or a 30-ounce tumbler. And most of those tumblers, they don't have a handle.
Right.
So it can get kind of monotonous, I guess. You know, it's nice to have a handle
Yeah, it is, especially when you're driving.
when you're driving or if you're sitting around a campfire.
Yep.
They have lights, so you can use it as a lantern, like a floodlight type thing, or it's got an actual, like a spotlight to it as well. So it's really good. You know, maybe you have to get up and get another drink.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to turn on the lights, all the bugs come to you.
Right.
Well, if you didn't spray with Tempo, then the lighted handle, click of a button, and it will illuminate your path, either back to the cooler or back inside.
Well, yeah. You know, honestly, walking at night, if you're out camping or you're even in your yard, you can trip and fall pretty easy. So
Very
being able
easily.
to see is a good thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they're just cool. You know. We've also got gun lights. So we've got rechargeable gun lights. We've got a couple that run on AA or AAAs, I think it is, that mount on a barrel, mount on a Picatinny rail.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got the pressure switch. They're awesome. They're super bright too, and they're not going to break the bank.
All right.
So that's another gift for Dad.
And that's not all. We could go on with some
Oh,
other ideas, but
I could-
flashlights and different things that you have there that fit Dad perfectly.
Yep, I could be here till 3 o'clock in the afternoon and not even cover half of what we have to offer.
All right. Well, besides that, you got to get kind of caught up so you can go to Yellowstone.
I know, that's going to be fun. So if anybody is going to try to get a hold of me from tomorrow, and I'll be gone through Monday.
Okay.
So I'll be back on Tuesday to do the radio show.
All right.
Perfect. Would you
But-
say hello to Yogi Bear for us?
I will try that.
Okay.
We'll see. I might take a picnic basket.
There you go.
We'll see. So anyway, come on in there so you can get your Father's Day gifts bought, or at least get an idea. Get a gift card. We've got it all.
You do. And thanks for the humor at the first of the show. Appreciate that very much.
You're welcome. You guys have a good one.
You too. News is next here on this Tuesday.
Eat at the restaurant where everything is right. The food, the service, the atmosphere, and the price. At the Tumbleweed Cafe, they look forward to serving you. Their menu is filled with home-cooked meals you're sure to enjoy. When your plate is clear, don't forget to choose one of their delicious desserts. You'll enjoy the many things that make Tumbleweed the favorite dining spot of so many folks. Whether passing through or setting a destination, enjoy your next meal at the Tumbleweed Cafe, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KPBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. California is fully reopening today, with some exceptions. CBS's Carter Evans is in Los Angeles.
If you're not vaccinated, it's still recommended that you wear a mask in indoor settings, and everyone, vaccinated or not, is going to have to continue wearing face coverings in places like hospitals, schools, and on public transportation.
President Biden ends a Trump-era trade war over airplane subsidies, announcing a truce with the EU. Reporter Terry Schultz is in Brussels.
European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen calls it a new chapter in the U.S.-EU relationship, moving from litigation to cooperation on aircraft.
Mr. Biden flies to Geneva next for a meeting with Vladimir Putin. A western heat wave continues today. CBS meteorologist David Parkinson.
This heat wave does stretch pretty far east. It'll get to 100 degrees in Denver today. That's a record. And we have those triple-digit feels-like temperatures in Dallas, in Houston.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Here is a look at state news. I'm Gavin Higgins. Firefighters in Falls City are welcoming a brand new truck, helping fight fires from the air. Dan Swanson with News Channel Nebraska has more.
A new ladder truck is taking Falls City volunteer firefighters to new heights. The volunteer fire department held an open house June 12th for its new E1 truck with a 95-foot ladder. Assistant Fire Chief John McQueen said the city's 1981 ladder truck was used when he joined the fire department in 1984 and served the city well on numerous fires. After 40 years, however, it began to have problems, and McQueen said serious hydraulic issues were exposed during the Protrilla's Mexican Grill fire in 2018.
The benefits of this truck is going to be having the additional height for the large buildings downtown. During training with E1 people, we went to the Grand Weaver Hotel and we set it up, and we also went to the True Value hardware store and set it up. And 95 foot gets us to the top of the roof of those buildings. Being that height, we can either climb the ladder or we can bring personnel from the ground up, and we can do rescue. We have a Stoats basket that can be attached to the bucket, and we can put somebody in and strap them with the seat belt and strap them in and lower them down. Also, we have controls in the bucket, which we'd never had before. There's more safety issues as far as where the truck can go in the height and going 360 degrees or up and down.
Second Assistant Chief Brian Weiss is among 6 drivers trained to operate the truck.
Oh, this 2003 compared to the 80s model is way different. Way different. You got a bigger platform you're on. The hydraulics are a lot smoother. Just the whole feel of it. Of this aluminum ladder, you can tell that it's a lot lighter. You get a little bit of wind, it'll sway a little bit more, but you know you're still safe with it.
The truck, which kept its name Tower One, came from Vermont with 2,250 aerial hours and a pump certification in 2020. McQueen said Falls City will be offering its aerial in mutual aid agreements with surrounding fire departments. From Falls City, I'm Dan Swanson, News Channel, Nebraska.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
In the NBA playoffs conference semifinal action, the Clippers jumped out to a 30-13 lead after the first quarter against the Jazz en route to a 118-104 victory. Kawhi Leonard and Paul George each had 31 points as the Clippers led comfortably in this one throughout. Donovan Mitchell, 37 points in defeat for Utah. The series is now tied at 2-2. And the Hawks rally to beat the 76ers 103-100. Philadelphia blew an 18-point lead in this one. They were outscored in the second half 54-38. Atlanta's Trae Young had 25 points. Bogdan Bogdanovic had 22 points in the win. Tobias Harris led Philadelphia with 20 points. And star Joel Embiid was 0 for 12 from the field in the second half for Philadelphia. He finished with 17 points. That series is tied at 2-2. NHL playoffs, league semifinals. Golden Knights beat the Canadiens 4-1. Vegas goalie Marc-Andre Fleury had 28 saves for his 90th career playoff win. That's 4th all-time. Montreal's 7-game postseason win streak is over. Vegas jumps out to a 1-0 series lead.
Here's your weatherology forecast. High temperatures working up into the lower 90s for today with sunny to partly cloudy skies. Then for tonight, mostly clear conditions, so low in the upper 60s. Trending hotter on Wednesday, reaching a high of 101 with lots of sunshine. Thursday, still mostly sunny with highs in the upper 90s, and just a slight chance for a storm Thursday night, 62. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
9 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock here. Let me get that camera on my good friend and co-host, Brent. I'm going to put that on hosts only so they can see you just a little bit better. If you'd like to see my good friend and co-host, Brent, right there he is, on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Or you can just listen to us on the radio, which Brent and I both enjoy the most.
Amen.
72 degrees outside under a sunny sky. Now, the wind's really out of the east a little bit right now, which is kind of weird, but it's light out of the east. Barometric pressure rising slowly at 3014. You'd think that east wind would bring you some rain, but look at the sky. No way. Humidity at 80%. High yesterday was 95 with an overnight low of 62. Sunset at 9:14. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:04. 1/100th of an inch precipitation measured in this month of June. Your glasses look especially clean this morning.
Now I know you're lying.
No. I can't. They look shiny.
Oh,
from here.
really?
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, let's celebrate some birthdays real quick, and
All
then,
right.
then we'll replay the game. We didn't get that game played, so we better do that.
Okay.
So today it's Monica Blakely's birthday, Kelsey Wyckoff's birthday, Jim Adams up Myrna Way and Selma Way, celebrating his birthday, and Travis Johnson celebrating a birthday today. Travis survived was struck in the back of the head in a golf cart a number of years ago. Nicole Shipe nailed him with a driver, and he is still here with us, which is very, very good.
That's good.
Yeah, we're glad that it turned out that way.
Yeah, and I'm sure Nicole is so happy that you've brought that up live on the air again today.
Well, it really wasn't that far off. She didn't hit it that far off. Travis just put a little bit too much trust in her.
I see.
Don't you think? You were there, weren't you?
I was not there, no.
Oh, I
Nope,
thought you were
nope,
there.
Nope, I did not see it.
Yeah.
Definitely heard about it, but I was not there to see it, no.
Yeah, it was, it struck him pretty well. And he is celebrating his 46th birthday today.
All right, wow, 46.
Yep.
Whoa.
Along with, if I can find my notes here, I marked them. Where did they go? I have birthdays. Hold on. Bear with me.
Oh, celebrity birthdays.
Yes. By the way, it's National Smile Power Day.
Smile Power Day.
Yeah. The power of smiling.
That's right. There is power in it.
Well, it's scientific even.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Didn't you know? Studies have proven that smiling can reduce stress, release endorphins and other natural painkillers, as well as serotonin that helps regulate mood and anxiety when you smile. And I'm still smiling even though I can't find my celebrity birthdays.
I wish I could help you, but I can't.
Oh, here they are.
You found them. All right, here we
they
go.
are.
Celebrity birthdays.
Singer Ruby Nash Garnett of Ruby and the Romantics is 87 today. That doesn't ring a bell with me. I was
No,
thinking the
not with me
Romantics.
either.
But you'll know this one. Jim Belushi,
Oh, yes.
67 today. Helen Hunt. Her roles include storm chasing scientist in Twister and
Yes.
many others. 58 today.
Liked her in the TV show Mad About You.
She's very good.
Do you remember Mad About You?
Yeah, I didn't watch it a lot, but I
Yeah.
do remember
Paul
that.
Reiser, I believe, was her co-star.
She was in
I
a great
enjoyed that
film with
show.
Jack Nichols, too. She played a really great part in that. Also, happy birthday to Courtney Cox.
Oh, Friends.
From Friends.
Yeah.
57 today.
Really?
Yeah.
57.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. We don't know if any of those people were hit with golf balls, but we do know that we're happy that it did not affect our friend Travis Johnson.
All right.
Did I say who hit that ball?
I don't know if you did or not.
Nicole Shipe?
Yeah, okay. I'm sure she's thrilled that you made mention of that.
Well, I just feel like I'm making people mad. I may as well enjoy it. National Kiss a Wookiee Day is today.
Kiss a Wookiee
As
Day.
I mentioned yesterday,
Okay.
Chewbacca
All right.
and other characters in Star Wars.
All right.
So those are some of the highlights this morning. You want to play the game?
Where do you go to kiss a Wookiee?
A Wookiee bar.
Oh, okay.
Go into one of those weird space bars. You'll find a Wookiee.
Yeah. Okay. Here's your game question for today. We're going to take you back 35 years when the movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off was released in theaters. We've been asking questions about the classic. And here's your question for today. Where did Ferris, Cameron, and Sloan take the day off to? What city? Was it Chicago, Los Angeles, New York City, or Milwaukee? If you know, call us at 872-2801.
All right. I'm just taking a chance here. The phone started ringing before you've ended your question, so
Okay.
I assume that's what they're calling for. If not, we'll transfer the call.
That's fine.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's find out who we have on the phone here this morning. Good morning. You're on The Breakfast Show. Who are we talking to?
Good morning, guys. It's David.
Yay,
David. It's good to hear you.
How are you, fellas?
We're doing darn good. Darn good. It's Kiss a Wookiee Day today, so if you find a Wookiee, kiss him for us, would you?
You know I will.
Okay, David, here's your question. The movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off, where did Ferris, Cameron, and Sloan take the day off to? Was it Chicago, L.A., New York City, or Milwaukee?
My hometown, Chicago, Illinois.
All right. I didn't know that was your hometown. Wow.
You betcha. Born and raised.
All right. So are you a Cubs fan or a White Sox fan?
I am definitely a Cubs fan.
Yes!
Oh, no.
Man, I like you even more, David.
Oh, David, my son lives in Chicago, and he's a White Sox fan.
Oh, boy. Him and I could have a good time at the All-Star break.
There you go.
What part of Chicago did you grow up in?
Actually, the northern suburbs. I was born in Elgin and raised in Streamwood.
Wow, that's great. That's great. Well, hey, you should be happy. The Cubs are doing pretty well. I know Brent's happy about it.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, they just came out of that losing streak, and it appears that they're doing it again.
Yeah. We started one last night, didn't we, David?
Yeah, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
Dave, go ahead.
Well, go ahead, Dave.
I was just going to throw in some lottery certificates here for David as well. We'll try to do that when we do the game. So it's worth $1, and you just have to take it in, and then you can buy a lottery ticket if you like, David.
Well, awesome, guys. Thank you very much.
You bet. Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too. All right. We didn't know David was from Chicago.
No, I didn't know that.
He's a nice guy. I like
I'm
David.
thrilled. When I see David, we'll have a lot to talk about now that I know he's a Cubs fan.
Yes, you can relate.
Yes.
Right. Won't talk White Sox. That's why you want to be careful in Chicago when you get into a taxi. You want to make sure you got to kind of feel the taxi driver out.
Oh,
see if
yeah.
they're which they're for.
I can see that.
Yeah. And you kind of want to be careful still when you go to a White Sox game. There's certain parts of the neighborhood there that you want to kind of be careful. David would probably know about that. So, anyway, all right, let's continue on.
Okay,
my good
let's
friend
do that.
Brent.
Yeah, thanks, Dave.
Did I mention your shoes and your shirt
you've
match?
you've mentioned all that.
Okay. Today, let me find some history here. I'm just having trouble keeping my notes here today.
That's all right. Time to refocus.
It's one that I think you'll enjoy.
I got your back, Dave.
Well, okay.
Just refocus, buddy.
Okay, you can just fill while I'm scrambling here for the article I'm looking for.
You need me to fill?
Would you?
Well, sure.
Well,
I can.
thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Got your back, buddy.
Oh, man.
Nebraska Owners Insurance in Callaway, Nebraska. Stop in and talk to Chip and Liana. It's a great time to make sure your pivot coverage is up to date and comprehensive and know whether you have replacement cost or actual cash value. They pay differently on losses, so call and talk to Chip with questions, and they have a company that will allow replacement cost even on older machines. Also, open enrollment for health insurance if you're under 65 has now been extended out until August 15th. The government has also changed the allowances for income you can make to qualify for the marketplace tax subsidies. So families who previously had too much income to benefit now could very likely get lower cost premiums for health insurance. So contact Liana. She knows all about that. She'll help you get through the process and find out what is best for you. So stop in and see him today at Nebraska Owners Insurance in Callaway.
Thank you very much. 56 years ago today, Bob Dylan began recording Like a Rolling Stone.
Oh, yeah.
That's where the Rolling Stones actually got their name. Now, here's an
I
interesting...
always wondered that.
Yeah.
I always wondered if they took their name from that song. So they did.
They did.
I didn't know that.
And this is an interesting little tidbit of information for you. Like a Rolling Stone got played on AM radio only after Columbia Records deliberately put the wrong running time on the record to fool radio stations into running the whole song, because it was a pretty long cut. Typically for Dylan, that wasn't unusual, but back in the day, radio stations wouldn't play anything much over 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes, and if they saw one of those long album tracks on a 45, they wouldn't play it. So they actually fibbed on the amount of time that the record was.
Well, I bet that messed up some radio people when it came to back timing.
Yes, I'm sure it was. The track was released on Dylan's 6th album, Highway 61 Revisited.
Yeah.
So, in honor of the birthday of Like a Rolling Stone 56 years ago today, we're going to play a little Highway 61. But this is Dave Alvin's version for you, which Brent actually likes quite a bit. Here we go.
James. They also have some wonderful styles of eye-catching jewelry right now that are available. Earrings, necklaces, and bracelets sure to bring out your style. Also, their Dark Canyon coffee and Piper Leaf teas are available for purchase.
Nice.
Yeah, you can get some of that and enjoy it at home. Grab some to take home with you to keep the flavor going at home or work. And, boy, try out their baked treats. Oh, they're yummy. Their bagels are great, by the way. Baked treats are available any time of the day, and breakfast burritos are great to grab to curb your hunger. They have a specialty one created daily, and just delicious drinks to get your day started, whether it be a nice warm cup of coffee, cappuccino, latte, something like that. Or now that we're in the summertime, they have some great smoothies that are delish. So check it out, Brewbaker's Coffee House and Gifts. You'll find them in Arnold, Nebraska. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 8 to 5, and open on Saturday as well from 9 until 3.
We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more information and music for you here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Keep the clutter away by switching from paper statements to e-statements. Bruning Bank wants to help you reduce unnecessary waste and earn $15 when you switch your account to e-statements. Our user-friendly website offers a safe and secure way to view your statement anytime, anywhere, and even faster than ever. Earn cash with a simple switch. This promotion is open to current and new Bruning Bank customers. Learn more at bruningbank.com or visit your nearest Bruning Bank location. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
For those 62 years of age and for those that are handicapped or disabled regardless of their age, the Grand Generation Manor in Galloway has affordable housing available. An equal housing opportunity provider and employer. They're located at 200 South Grand Avenue in Galloway. The Grand Generation Manor.
The Nebraska High School Rodeo Finals is coming to Hastings June 17th through the 19th. Watch over 200 outstanding high school rodeo athletes compete for the year-end title and a spot on the Nebraska national team. Performance times on Thursday, June 17th are 10 a.m. and 6 p.m., Friday, June 18th at 11 a.m. and 6 p.m., with the final performance on Saturday, June 19th at 1. With food, vendors, and Western shopping, it promises to be a great weekend of watching rodeo. For tickets and more info, contact the Adams County Fairgrounds.
The Nebraska Cattlemen West Central Affiliate Golf Day is this Friday at the Broken Bow Golf Club. This two-person scramble is just $60 per team.
It's hard to beat that guy. Chris Stapleton singing about Arkansas.
You're a fan of him, aren't you?
Yes,
you like him.
Very much so, because he can do it all. He can play really hardcore bluesy country. He can play rock. He can play ballads with other singers. His wife is wonderful. That's just down to the core good music. And yeah, you got me going on him. I'm going to stop, but and I know one of his albums that went back and bought. Some of his work was pretty low key, even semi-depressing, singing about prisons and things. But that's country, and he can do anything really, really well. Doesn't seem to matter to him what it is.
Yeah.
So it's time for us to take a moment to talk about Rod Stewart.
Really? Okay. Rod Stewart.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
Okay, let's talk about Rod Stewart. What's on your mind regarding Rod Stewart?
Well, I'm looking for the song to go with it now. I got ahead of myself here. Oh, I see. I'm not. It'll be here.
Find
you ever
it?
do that? You look and you think, well, it's not there, and then I should just type in the whole thing. Anyway,
is Rod Stewart in the news or something, or what?
No. His wife is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his wife is.
I don't even know who he's married to.
Penny Lancaster.
Oh.
I didn't know either, Red, but Rod Stewart's wife, Penny Lancaster, is a London cop now. She's a police person.
Oh, really? In London?
Yes.
Okay.
The rock star's other half joined the force back in 2020 as a part-time volunteer, but in April, the 50-year-old completed her special training course to qualify to be a special police constable with the powers of arrest. Photos of the former model roaming the streets of London with handcuffs, a baton, taser, and badge are going viral. So we dedicate this to Rod Stewart's wife, Penny Lancaster.
Poker Run, Saturday the 19th, to benefit the scholarship for 2022 graduating seniors.
Hello, I'm Chris Smith of the Palmer Monument Company. You already know about the advantages of pre-selecting your family memorial. Now there's yet another good reason to come and see us today. For the entire month of June, with a coupon from the newspaper, you'll receive additional savings off our already sale prices. We'll assist you in selecting the stone, the inscription, and the artwork, and we'll save you money too. Come see us during the After Memorial Day sale at the Palmer Monument Company in Broken Bow and Lexington.
Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Come and shop for Dad this week at Bow Bootery. Just for Dad, we have 20% off the awesome Sabona magnetic bracelets. And if he needs some new flip-flops or sandals for summer adventures, they're 20% off too. The in-store specials for Dad are everywhere. Come and check them out. Celebrate Dad with savings from Bow Bootery on the Square in Broken Bow.
Cattlemen, spring is here and things are starting to green up. But alongside the good green like pasture grass and trees come the bad greens, musk thistles, mullenweed, buckbrush, and other weeds. Let Aero Aviation help you get the bad green under control this spring. They use the latest in aircraft and GPS technology and crop protection products while keeping the good green in your pocket. Call Casey, Melissa, or Kim today and schedule spring spraying with Aero Aviation, 872-5113.
8:45. It is going to be warm today. You already know that. And yesterday it was 95. We'll probably see that again today. They're predicting 101 on Wednesday for this area. We've been around the block enough to know here in Nebraska, if you stay out of the sunshine, straight on shot from the sun, you'll get along a lot better. So find the shade, drink some water, and do what you can to stay out of that direct sunlight when it's that hot. It really makes a difference. Yesterday afternoon, early evening, when some clouds actually floated in, when a cloud would go in front of that sun, it was like, well, thank you.
Yeah,
it's not too bad. And then the sun comes back out and it just heats everything up. So we've had a good lesson here in June about warm weather, but we're still learning it. So be careful out there. I want to talk a little bit about, if you don't mind, the Nebraska Lottery. We just gave away a little coupon here, and we're going to continue to do that off and on the air, and when we're out for remotes and so forth, give you a chance to play without even reaching into your own pocket. See if you could win up to $5,000.
That's right. Yeah. The game that we're talking about is the game through the Nebraska Lottery called My Day. It's a fun Nebraska Lottery game with a calendar theme. You can play your birthday, your anniversary, maybe the date the Chicago Cubs won the World Series. That's got to be a lucky date that's going to win you something. Or any date you want.
Would that be just once?
What's that?
Just once? Did that happen?
Well, yes. Once in the past 100-some years. Any date you want to play, you can do it on My Day. And you could win up to, like Dave said, $5,000. Each My Day play costs just $1, and drawings are held every day of the week. Match the month, the day, and the year to win the $5,000 top prize. Other prizes range from $1 to $365. For all of the details, you can go to anylottery.com. When you play My Day, you're helping to build a better Nebraska. A portion of the proceeds from every ticket sold goes to support good causes across the state. Over $818 million has been raised for the environment, education, Nebraska State Fair, and compulsive gamblers' assistance since 1993. The Nebraska Lottery, play is good, so go play My Day with the Nebraska Lottery.
All right. Thank you, Brent. Just a program change here. We did receive word that Suzanne will not be available from Off-Broadway Assisted Living today, so we'll reschedule that. Thanks for letting us know, Suzanne. It's a busy time. We understand that. But we will have in the 9 o'clock hour, the Custer County Foundation will be in, and they have a celebration going on and a chance for you to benefit from that. Lindsay Diven Cook will be here to tell us about that, and she might even bring, maybe she'll bring Lisa along with her. I don't know.
Hey, yeah.
It's a 50-50 on that one.
I don't know. Does Lisa like being on the radio? It seems to me like not so much.
Not so much.
I hope it's not because of us.
Well, I don't think we've ever said anything to offend anyone.
No.
Have we?
No. Yeah, see, there we go. There's the we again. Have you?
No, it doesn't bother, like sometimes when we say, Liana is hot as a plate of lasagna.
When you say that.
Or Chip's no dip, he's hip.
Yeah, when you say that, I don't believe that has ever come from me. But you say we.
Do you remember the song, I'm Not Lisa?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Oh,
See,
Lord, I hated that song.
My youngest sister is Lisa.
Oh.
And so growing up, I would nothing would irritate her more than I would go up to her and I'd go, I'm not Lisa.
That high voice.
She hated that.
My name is, what, Julie?
Yeah, I don't. That's the only part of the song I know is that first part where I'm not Lisa. Yeah.
That really aggravated her.
Oh, very much.
That song was aggravating. Period. I thought nothing against Lisa's. No, we're not attacking the name Lisa at all. Are we?
No.
Okay.
We are not.
Ansley Lumber and Supply has a Heidi there.
Yes, they do.
Heidi ho.
Yeah, go say hi to Heidi. Everything from premium lumber to metal for metal buildings. They've got GAF shingles. Also, great selection of Benjamin Moore paint.
Mm-hmm.
Like over 3,500 different colors.
You're kidding.
They can put together for you.
Wow.
Through the quality of Benjamin Moore paint. Of course, we all know about, we've all been hearing about lumber costs and things like that, and maybe you're not quite ready to start building something, but maybe you want to do fix-up projects like paint a room or whatever. They've got everything you're going to need right there at Ansley Lumber, so check them out. Ansley Lumber and Supply even offers whole new home building packages as well. Consultations from their professionals and delivery are available too. So give them a call at 935-1815. Just stop by Ansley Lumber and Supply. They're locally owned and operated right there in downtown Ansley. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30. Also open Saturday, 8 until noon. It's Ansley Lumber in Ansley, America.
Ansley, America. Brian, Tim, and Heidi ready to go to work for you. One of the oldest buildings, I should say, businesses in this area. Ansley Lumber. Let's go down to Cozad for a moment. Again, they just been hitting home runs in Cozad. They've got a lot of really cool things going on. But one of the early, I think, shakers and movers was a place called Rustic and Red. When they started things up, that was kind of, I don't know, the beginning of a surge of really cool businesses that have sprung up in Cozad. And Rustic and Red draw from all over the area, including here from Custer County.
Yeah. I hope they don't mind me saying this, but to me, it's one of the best smelling businesses in all of central Nebraska.
It is.
When
I
you
agree.
when you walk in, they have candles or whatever going, and the aroma is just, it's great. And I'm not afraid to say it. Rustic and Red in Cozad every third Thursday of the month. They do something special called the Sippin' Shop. And that'll be this week now, this Thursday. The store is open from 10 to 7 on Thursday. The sipping will start at 4 and goes until 7. But there will be discounts throughout the store all day long. So be listening for more on their specials later this week. And if you haven't already, make sure you follow them on Facebook because they're very active on their Facebook page to keep you up to date with all of their new arrivals and the third Thursday details. So make it a girls' night out, date night, or just come and browse while enjoying a signature cocktail. They do this every third Thursday of the month. So for the month of June, it'll be this week at Rustic and Red in Cozad. This Thursday, the Sippin' Shop store open from 10 to 7. The sipping will start at 4.
You'll enjoy it if you haven't been there before. As you mentioned, Brent, it smells good, but it's also an experience to walk in and just look around the store. They have this wonderful loft. They're very, very nice folks there. You're going to love it.
Yeah, the variety is amazing.
Yeah, and if you've been there before, you already know. You just want to go back. All right, now we're kind of reminiscing with, I don't know, songs that have a story. We told you about Rod Stewart's wife, Penny Lancaster, now a London cop. We were visiting about...
So what, is it a cop in London?
They are
or
cops.
It is a cop. I thought maybe a constable
well,
or something.
I think, yeah, but it's okay in London to call them cops.
It is.
I believe.
Okay, I didn't know.
I guess it's okay here in the United States, but they prefer, I think, police or law officials.
Oh.
I try not to spend a lot of time around them, so... I mean, I like them socially, but I don't want them to pull me over. How about you?
I'm with you.
Okay. Anyway, we talked about the cover of Dave Alvin, Highway 61, a little story there. Rod Stewart's wife, a cop now. And Levon Helm of the band has passed away some time ago now, fought cancer for a number of years, but the band's music still lives on. And now his daughter is putting out some really, really fine music as well. She seems like a very classy person, just as her dad was. And here's one that she just released called Breathing on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. That we will be visiting with the Custer County Foundation this morning. We believe that Lindsay will be in. We're not sure whether Lisa will come along or not. We hope she will. She's such a nice young lady. Even though she likes 80s music, we forgive her
now,
for
what's
that.
wrong with that? Now, see, there you go. You just said we forgive her for that. What are you talking about? That's a you comment. Because people who know me know I like 80s music, too. I don't think that's any kind of a secret.
Well,
I grew up through
the
80s, but there you go. You just said she likes 80s music, but we won't hold that against her. What do you mean we?
We're a
That has
team.
nothing
We're
to
a team
do-
on the breakfast show. I've got your back. You've got mine.
I applaud Lisa if she likes 80s music. Way to go.
News is next.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KPBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. California, once the epicenter of the pandemic, is reopening today. People in West Hollywood are exhaling.
It will be easier to get around and not be hopping and popping everywhere, I guess.
There will be no social distancing required at tonight's Dodgers-Phillies game, and out-of-staters fully vaccinated are welcome again at Disneyland. After 2 days of meeting in Brussels, President Biden is headed to Geneva for a sit-down with his Russian counterpart. Deputy Director of Surveys Jennifer DePinto with results of our CBS News poll.
Democrats and Republicans alike want the president to take a tough stand, and Russia-linked cyber attacks are specifically the issue most want Biden to address with Vladimir Putin.
Temperatures are expected to soar past 100 again in parts of the West today. John Hamilton works at a health clinic in Houston.
These temperatures on a daily basis, when they get as hot as they are life-threatening.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Deb Carson.
In the NBA's Western Conference semifinals action, the Clippers were in control of Game 4 pretty much from the start to finish. They led 30-13 at the end of the first quarter on the way to a 118-104 win over the Jazz. Kawhi Leonard and Paul George each had 31 points in the win. The series is now even at 2 games apiece. So is the Eastern Conference series between the Hawks and the Sixers. Last night, Atlanta rallied from 18 down to edge Philly 103-100. Trae Young led the Hawks with 25 points, 18 assists. Joel Embiid of the Sixers finished with just 17 points, hit just 4 of 20 shots from the field. For tonight's Game 5 between the Nets and Bucks, Kyrie Irving and James Harden have been ruled out for Brooklyn. Irving with an ankle injury, Harden with a strained hamstring. And in their Stanley Cup semifinal series opener, the Golden Knights handled the Canadiens 4-1.
Here's your weatherology forecast. High temperatures working up into the lower 90s for today with sunny to partly cloudy skies. Then for tonight, mostly clear conditions, so low in the upper 60s. Trending hotter on Wednesday, reaching a high of 101 with lots of sunshine. Thursday, still mostly sunny with highs in the upper 90s, and just a slight chance for a storm Thursday night, 62. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
News and weather was brought to you today by Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow. As we transition from prep season to watering season, Custer Electric and Irrigation wants to remind you of important offerings that set them apart. They are once again offering free FieldNet and NFTrax demos for this growing season. Demos are limited, so call today to reserve your pivot control or set of NFTrax. Want to skip the demo and buy? Custer Electric and Irrigation recently installed 4 radio bridges that allow the service area for telemetry and FieldNet to expand where you may not previously been able to get it. These bridges also mean cheaper annual subscriptions, so talk to Lance to see what he can do for you. In need of tires but don't want to upgrade to NFTrax? Custer Electric has 11.2 by 38 tires on hand and ready for your pivots. Finally, is your pivot leaking more water than irrigating? This is your reminder to not settle for second best on sprinklers. Update your sprinkler packages today for install before service season. For all this and more, call Lance at 880-1507. Check them out on Facebook or at custerei.com. Custer Electric and Irrigation. Experience the difference.
72 degrees under a clear sky. Thanks to Custer Electric and Irrigation for bringing us weather and news at 9 here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Well, if you just feel like maybe, I don't know, spunking your day up a little bit, and you're just scratching your head, what could I do to just make my day a little bit better? Prairie Grounds.
Good way to start the day.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts, not just to start your day, but maybe pick up your day.
Yes.
At around noon or so. Here are your featured drinks for the month of June. This is something special that they do. They always feature some special drinks each and every month. And for the month of June, this is what they'll be featuring. The Sugar Daddy Latte, the Strawberry Cloud, Passion Fruit Iced Tea, and the Summer's Here Italian Soda, the featured drinks this month in June at Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts. Also, try one of their 100% crushed fruit smoothies. Those go really good during the hot summertime. Here's some of their flavors that they offer: guava and passion fruit, mango, frozen lemonade, 4-berry, tropical sunshine, strawberry banana, and just strawberry. Some of the flavors that they feature in their 100% crushed fruit smoothies at Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts. They're open Monday through Friday, 7 to 4. From 2 to 4, it is drive-through and patio only. So we want to stress that. If you go later in the day between 2 and 4, you can access the drive-through and go around back and set out in the patio if you want. But as far as the store itself, it's open 7 to 2, and then from 2 to 4, it's drive-through and patio only. That's Monday through Friday, and then on Saturday they're open until 8. Open from 8 until 2 at Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts, right here in Broken Bow.
Hey, don't forget about the Dare Golf Tournament coming up this weekend on Saturday. It's a scramble, and you can get signed up to have some fun. They'll have a 10 o'clock shotgun start at the Broken Bow Golf Club. It will be 4-person teams, $50 per person, including green fees, lunch, and mulligans. You can register at 872-6424 or reserve a cart at 872-6444. And this is an annual event that's a whole lot of fun. Take it in if you can. The weather should be cooled off just a little bit better on Saturday, so get out and enjoy the course and your friends, and maybe make some new friends along the way as well. A couple more jobs that we want to talk about here this morning that are available that we'll highlight here on The Breakfast Show. And my co-host and good friend, Brent Apperson, who has my back and I have his, will bring you this next presentation.
All right. Thank you, Dave. The Nebraska Department of Transportation is currently accepting applications for a highway maintenance worker in Broken Bow. For a full job description or to apply, go to statejobs.nebraska.gov. Very important you go to the website because an online state application must be completed to apply for this position. If you need accommodation in the selection process, you can notify Nebraska State personnel at the phone number 402-471-2075. You can view all of these details on the employment page of sandhillsexpress.com. And, of course, we remind you that the state of Nebraska is an equal opportunity veterans preference employer. Also, Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow is accepting applications for full-time employment right now. They are proud to offer competitive wages, holiday and vacation pay, health insurance, life insurance, disability, and 401k. Sargent Irrigation is an equal opportunity employer. You can apply in person at their office on South Highway 21 in Broken Bow or call 308-872-6451. That's 872-6451. Join their team at Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow. Get your application in for full-time employment at Sargent Irrigation. You can view this full listing on sandhillsexpress.com.
We'll take a quick timeout next.
If there's one thing we know about dads, it's that they like to be comfortable and they like to show off their love for their team. When getting your gift for Father's Day, check both of those boxes at Geared for Sports in Broken Bow and save 25% off all apparel right now. They are proud of their stock of athletic and sportswear from Huskers to local teams. Get Dad the apparel he'll love at Geared for Sports in Broken Bow on the west side of the square. 25% off all apparel going on right now.
At the Callaway Good Life Center, their hometown facility offers the security and comfort of a small town with the advantages of city living. They offer speech, occupational, and physical therapy for their residents. Visit CallawayGoodLife.com for more information.
There are many good reasons to pre-select your family memorial. during the month of June is one more good reason. Palmer Monuments after Memorial Day sale. Go and see Palmer Monument today, and when you bring the coupon from the newspaper, receive additional savings off their already reduced prices. Their goal is to assist you in selecting a memorial that best fits your family needs, and they'll save you money too. During the after Memorial Day sale at Palmer Monument Company of Broken Bow and Lexington.
It's all about the nose. It's your air filter, the first line of defense against bacteria and viruses. If too many germs get stuck in your nose, guess what? You get sick. That's why it's so important to keep your nose clean, just like washing your hands. Nasal irrigation gets rid of germs by rinsing the nasal cavity, but neti pots are hard to use and, frankly, kind of gross. Now there's a better way to keep your nose clean and help your body protect itself. It's called Navage Nasal Care. Navage uses powered suction to flush out allergens, mucus, bacteria, and viruses. Millions use Navage for fast, all-natural relief from sinus congestion and allergies, and to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier without drugs. Navage is easy to use, affordable, and comes with an absolute guarantee of satisfaction. You wash your hands and brush your teeth every day. Now it's time to start cleaning your nose with Navage. At Navage.com, CVS, Walgreens, Bed Bath, Target, and Rite Aid. Navage, Navage. Clean nose, healthy.
Healthy nose. Does he have, can he just say Navage instead of Navage? And blow this water up your nose. I don't know. One more job? Or did you take care of it?
I think I took care of them.
All right.
Yeah, I think we're done with as far as the business portion.
Oh, good.
I think we've got everything crossed off the sheet.
Would you as my partner?
Yeah, Dave.
Here on the show, when Lindsay comes out, would you reel me in? Because if we don't have any more responsibilities other than talk to Lindsay about economic things,
and the foundation.
Mm-hmm. Would you just kind of keep me out of trouble? I don't want to get in trouble.
Well, I'll see. Yeah, I'll try.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, give me the look.
So you're giving me permission?
Yeah, I'm asking for help.
Okay. All right.
I'm going through therapy. Here's Tom Petty.
Right now, get 20% off new bucket with code It's Raining Buckets.
Robots don't know you. We do. For more than 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services has relied on relationships to get you the insurance coverage you need for your farm or ranch. Find a Farm Bureau agent at fbfs.com/protect. It's your future. Let's protect it.
It is 9:16, as promised. Lindsay Diven Cook is here from the Custer County Foundation, and we're happy that she's here this morning. I can't tell you how much it means to us to have you here.
Well,
Lindsay.
It means a lot for me to be here.
And to work together as a group of three to promote the activities that are going on at the Custer County Foundation it's just a pleasure.
Well, thank you. It's always a pleasure to come here because you guys do such a great job helping us promote the Custer County Foundation.
Oh.
And we have fun while we do it.
We do. And we've got all the live reads and different things out of the way, so we're not going to put you to work.
Okay, wow.
We're going to...
I don't mind working while I'm here,
The rest of the time is yours.
Oh, geez.
Yes. Yeah, we're going to be casual here and take our time to talk about what you guys are doing. I know there's always a lot of things going on that people don't realize, but you've been promoting this project quite a bit, but I think we can dive into it a little deeper here.
Yeah, absolutely. So Give for Custer County is a fun event that the Board of Directors decided to do to celebrate turning 30. It's our 30th anniversary, and it's a new event, so it's kind of something we're trying to communicate and hopefully do a good job of letting nonprofits and donors know what's going on. But basically, it's a giving campaign to grow philanthropy and hopefully inspire individuals to donate to support the work of nonprofits in Custer County. It kicks off today and runs through July 15th. Online donations are July 13th through the 15th, and so our kind of big give finale day is July 15th. But we wanted to give nonprofits some time to raise some money. A lot of people have a giving day, but we're kind of having a giving campaign.
Mm-hmm.
And the great thing about this campaign for the nonprofits is there's $50,000 in a matching pool for these nonprofits. And it's a proportional matching pool, so I'll do easy math.
Okay.
There's 24 participating organizations. If all 24 organizations raise $100,000 as a whole, and let's say Spartan Foundation raises $10,000, they raised 10% of the overall amount raised. So they'll get 10% of the $50,000. So they would get an additional $5,000
Wow.
in matching money.
That would go back to them.
Yes, go back to them. Yep. So the Custer County Foundation committed $30,000 to the matching pool, and then we had some very generous businesses step up to get us to that $50,000, which was Arrow Seed, Becton Dickinson, Palmer Monument, Sargent Irrigation, and Thomas Livestock. We did receive some support from the Peter Kiewit Foundation as well.
To get to the 50.
Yep.
That's nice.
Yeah, it is nice. So it's exciting, and we were excited that we had 24 organizations sign up to participate, and they're all having different events. Not all of them, but a lot of them are having different fundraising events that will help them promote as well. The Custer County Foundation isn't charging any fees. We're not asking for donations ourselves, minus what we did for the matching pool. So this is all about the other nonprofits in Custer County and kind of finding a way that we can give back and hopefully inspire some individuals to donate to these nonprofits. And so as far as if you're a donor, if individual and would like to make a donation, there are multiple ways that you can do this. One would be to attend a fundraising event that these nonprofits are having. Another one would be you can stop by the office and drop off a check. We are very specific on how the check has to be made out, has to be made payable to the Custer County Foundation, and then in the memo line you need to put the organization that it goes to.
Okay.
We're just trying to kind of keep that level playing field, because if it goes to the organization, then they have to put it into their account and then write us a check back, and they could add an extra 100 or
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody would do that, but you just kind of have to be aware of those things and do that. And then online, and I should say we have this nice donation form. And this is on our website, and it lists all 24 participating organizations. So you could actually put the amount you want for maybe 5 organizations are your favorite. Put the amount you want to give, and then you can drop the check off or give it to one of those participating organizations. And then we would know how to distribute that properly. And we do have a support them all option. So if you look at this list and you think, you know what, these are a lot of great nonprofits doing a lot of great things for our communities, I want to support them all, you can give $100 and we'll split that evenly between all 24. So,
okay.
Would you mind if I read off the 24 nonprofits?
Well, of course not. And reminder again, if you write a check and you do it that way, or however you designate, you don't want to have the decision of where the money should go. So make sure that if you donate, you put something down to where you want that money to go.
Yes.
All right.
Exactly.
Yes. Let's learn about all of these.
Okay. So we have the Anselma Myrna Foundation, the Arnold Community Theater, Arnold Economic Development Community Improvement Fund, Broken Bow Area Rotary, Broken Bow Backpack Program, Broken Bow Elks Lodge, Broken Bow Library Foundation, Broken Bow Optimist, Broken Bow Parent Teacher Association, the Callaway Assisted Living Building Fund, Callaway Good Life Center, Callaway Hospital District Foundation, Comstock Community Garden, Custer County Fair Free Pit Barbecue, Oconto Volunteer Rescue, One Box Foundation, Sandhill Critters 4-H Club, Santa Cop Program, Sargent Imagination Library, the Sargent Township Library, Spartan Foundation, Super Kids Club, Teammates of Broken Bow, and Veterans of Foreign Wars Post 3576.
All very, very good organizations.
Yeah, and it's a great representation of the county as a whole. It's not just one community participating. It's a lot of communities participating. And the nice thing is we do have a website that people can go to now, and all these nonprofits are getting us information. We've got about half of them uploaded so far, and hopefully we'll have the rest of them done by the end of the week. But they tell you a little bit about their nonprofit and what they're raising money for, and put some photos on there so you can learn a little bit about them. It's kind of like online shopping. You go to this website and you can read up on them, and I like this one, I'm going to donate. I like this one, I'm going to donate, and it's all in one spot. The only problem is but we don't start the online donations till July 13th and run through the 15th. But you can go to this giving website now. I would encourage people to go to the Custer County Foundation website, which is custercountyfoundation.org, because we did use a different platform than other like giving days throughout Nebraska. Because a lot of these platforms are like $10,000, $15,000. We found one that was $350.
There you go.
Unfortunately, it doesn't let us pick our URL. So the URL is give4cc.asimobile.net, which is not an easy one to remember. So we're just encouraging people to go to our website, and there's a link on our website. If you go to our Give for Custer County page on our website, and we'll put it on our homepage. I don't have it there quite yet. Then you can just click there and it'll redirect you. It's actually the same platform we used for our gala and auction. So it's geared more towards an auction, but they've worked with us to kind of make it feel more like it says donate instead of bid, and then it takes you to the checkout and stuff.
Okay.
So I think it'll work pretty good for the size of our county. It's $10,000-$15,000 is a lot to invest in software. So we're going to do the best we can to make this work, and I do think it'll work good enough for what we're doing. So.
Yeah, it would be a shame to have to spend that kind of money to get the money to coming in for that.
Yeah,
so.
And especially where we're not asking for money and we're committing $30,000, then to commit another $10,000-$15,000 on top of that. It's kind of, we want it to be beneficial, but not too big of a financial hardship. So.
Yeah, I think everybody appreciates that. And the auction went well for the gala. So you got your feet wet there.
Right.
And this just fits in nicely. Now, again, they start making those donations
They can start today. In person.
Okay.
And again, so a lot of these nonprofits are having events, or they'll send out asks, and they'll communicate how you can donate to them. But if you don't hear from anyone and you want to participate, you can absolutely stop by the foundation office. You can mail a check. We just need to make sure that it's payable to the Custer County Foundation. The memo line tells us which nonprofit it goes to, or download one of these forms from our website and submit that form in.
Okay. All right.
And we have some fun incentive prizes that should, kind of make it a fun competition for the nonprofits to get donations. And Becton Dickinson is sponsoring those incentive prizes. So the matching pool actually turns out to be $47,500 and then $2,500 in matching in incentives. And so, like on July 15th, if you make a donation, let's say at 9:30 in the morning, then we're taking all donations from 9 to 10, and we're putting them in a little drawing. And then let's say Dave donated to the Broken Bow Library Foundation, then we would give if we pulled your name out, then the nonprofit that you donated to gets another $100.
Wow. Okay.
So there's fun prizes. There's we are doing a 30th anniversary prize too. So any nonprofit that has 30 what you call unique donors. So you would be one donor, Brent would be another, so there would be two. If they get up to 30, then every nonprofit that gets up to 30, they will get entered into the drawing, and we'll pull a name out, and they'll get $300. So
a lot
anyway,
of ways,
just kind of fun ways, and those all the incentive prizes are on our website, and we'll promote those on our social media page as well. But just kind of fun ways to encourage the nonprofits to get, you could go for as many unique donors, and that could be your goal. I just want to get 30 donors to give us $10, and then I'm in that pool for $300. And
okay.
So.
All right, we'll go back and recap this, with the dates and so forth, and kind of what you've laid out here for us today. It at first seems a little complicated. Now, as you explain it, it's not.
Yeah.
Just go online, number one, or
Right.
stop by and designate who you want the money to go to, and then you have all these other matches and possibilities that come along with that. So.
Yep, absolutely. And another thing that we're kind of starting to work on too is just reaching out to some businesses and seeing if they have fun ways to motivate their employees to donate. So, hey, you can wear jeans today if you make a donation to the Give for Custer County event, and just trying to inspire people to make a donation, or have a pizza party if or you get to be part of an ice cream party, or whatever it might be. Just as a business, that might be a fun way for you to get your employees to get on board and participate. So.
I expect to hear from Brent on that. Go ahead, Brent. Get it over with.
What's that?
Oh, just go on.
What?
Maybe you could get a birthday holiday if you participate.
See, I've been pushing for that. You've heard this, haven't
this.
you? Yes. We've been reading some job opportunities and some of the benefits of jobs we're reading. You get your birthday as a paid day off.
Right, yep.
I've been trying to get that implemented here. I'm not getting very far.
At a place that I got my birthday holiday.
Yeah?
I did. It was fantastic.
That
to
sounds
actually
like
have nobody takes their birthday off, and why don't we? I mean,
exactly.
Because our employers don't give us the option.
I'm
Just
so
kidding.
glad-
I love
I'm so-
Custer County Foundation.
I'm so glad you've come in today.
But that might be a fun way,
yeah.
If you gave a donation during this event, then you get your birthday holiday. I like it, Dave.
I'm kind of scared of what Dave would set the amount at
Right.
for what you'd have to donate in order to get that.
Yes.
I just thought I'd share an example, kind of what you mentioned, the Super Kids Club, as one of the organizations that is in it. We actually went and talked to the kids a few days ago, and I think that one of the things they're doing is they're making things like banana bread, and I think they've been doing root beer floats maybe, and they've been going to the downtown square for Market on the Square on Thursday, where they will sell their product and everything, and for this reason.
Yes.
And when we were there, it was really kind of cool. Miss Megan was explaining it and using it as a teaching tool, and kind of explaining how fundraising works
Right.
and everything. So I just thought that was really neat and kind of an example of what you were talking about, how some of these nonprofits are doing their own thing
Yep.
to raise money as well.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a prime example. And she is doing a great job of a teaching moment, because I think the 3rd through 5th graders are actually making the goods, and they're working the farmers market to sell them. So I'm excited for them to walk that money over Thursday afternoon, and just for them to have that excitement and here you go, turning it in. So
learning to give.
yeah, exactly. And like I did have, so the Santa Cop program, which is Salvation Army and Teammates of Broken Bow, they're doing a burger bash. And then Teammates of Broken Bow and Broken Bow Area Rotary are also doing a sidewalk art contest and an educational display. And I believe Callaway Good Life Center is planning an event the end of June. The One Box Foundation has their One Box Shoot and Swing golf tournament. The AM Foundation has their banquet during this time frame, so they'll use that to see if they can increase the amount raised with their matching pool. So,
boy, just it just kind of all comes together, and you get everybody participating, and then you really got it going on.
Yeah, and it's been fun for us in the office. I feel like we're building better relationships with these nonprofits because we are communicating with them. We had an informational meeting for them, and then we need information from them for their giving page, and so it's just been nice to have that communication and get to know these individuals a little bit better. I think it'll make us all better as a whole.
Yeah, I agree. That sounds great. 30 years. Let's talk about that just for a moment. I know how long have you been at the foundation now?
It'll be 7 years in September.
7 years.
Yep.
And it doesn't seem like, I think a lot of people out there can remember, what's this foundation thing they're talking about 30 years ago?
Right.
With no real concept. After all, how could you? Except for some board members at that time, as to what the goal was.
Yeah.
And you, with your 7 years, you just keep seeing goals met. Roy Yanagita's goal was met recently. That was huge. I think one of the things that happened early on in the 30 years was they had to get to a certain point of money to have a foundation match that to really get it going.
Yep.
And they did that.
Yeah.
The success rate has been phenomenal in 30 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, it is amazing. So total funds distributed over that 30-year period is $5.8 million, which is amazing. And it's a true reflection of the generosity of Custer County residents. And I don't think the founders at the time had any idea of the major impact the foundation would have over the years. And it's amazing to see, and it is fun. Lisa's been doing a great job of going back through old articles, and she found a photo of, I believe it was maybe in 1994. Foundation was started in 1992, but they were celebrating $100,000 in assets. And so, it's cool to see how we've evolved. And even our scholarship program, I believe when I started, we were awarding maybe 70,000 in scholarships, and now we're over 100,000. And so it's just great to see the impact we have on the students and helping donors be able to fulfill their desire to help students as well. And it's been fun to see, and the board does a great job of challenging myself and Lisa and themselves as well to grow. I mean, we could sit idle and not do fun things like this but they don't, and that's fun to see that we have a board who's very committed to the foundation and very passionate about the foundation, and they're constantly coming up with amazing ideas to help us grow and have the impact that we do have. And you touched on the Kiewit Challenge. That money that was raised that long ago is allowing us to have some more freedom because of some financial stability that offered. So, us committing $30,000, we can thank those individuals who donated to the Kiewit Challenge way back in the day because
Yeah.
we're able to use that money to help us, and as well as the Yanagita Challenge. So it's nice to have some unrestricted dollars that the foundation can, I don't want to say play with, but
Move around.
yeah, exactly, to come up with some fun events and new ideas.
One of the other things that maybe we don't talk about enough is the platform that was created for people to give in a way that it honors someone in their family and keeps on giving for a long, long time. That's really a cool tool that was created from the foundation.
Yeah, it really is. The majority of our scholarships are in memory of a lost loved one, and it's a way to just continue their memory and honor their memory. And a lot of those are set up as endowments, which means that scholarship will be around forever because you only award the interest. And there are additional ways that you can honor family members too. We have field of interest funds or designated funds. It doesn't necessarily have to be a scholarship, but if the individual was very passionate about parks, you could set up a field of interest fund that would benefit the parks in Custer County or a specific community, and we could grant money out of that fund, and it would be called, that individual's name. And so as time goes, you would just constantly see grants coming out of that fund. Like we have the Leroy Anderson Fund, and he wanted to support field trips for Broken Bow public schools that were unfunded. And so we've given grants out of that to help. I think the Quiz Bowl went to Chicago maybe, and they requested a grant out of that. And I can't remember, is it HOSA? Is that the health?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So we helped them go to one of their events because the school doesn't fund some of
That
those.
program, yeah.
And so anyway, that's been kind of fun to see, and hey, this is a grant from Leroy Anderson, and it really is. It's from his family and his estate.
I think one of the ones that you notice, they're all noticeable at the awards, or the scholarship awards, and it's a great idea, the class of 50, I don't remember which particular class it is.
1952.
52, early 50s. They have fun with that, and there's a lot of classes out there that could do that.
Right. Yes, there are.
Yeah.
And I love hearing Bev Williams and Doc Jacobson talk at this ceremony. They do such a great job and really have fun with it and kind of let the students know how things have evolved.
yeah, big time. But they do such they make it fun.
They do.
But it's a reminder that if a lot of times class reunions, they put money away for class reunions, and it doesn't always all get used up.
Sure.
And then who gets the money? What do we do with the money? And it just sits there.
Yep.
This would be another opportunity to make that money work for the community.
Yeah, it absolutely would be.
All right.
Yep.
Those are just some examples. And then, of course, let's talk a little bit real quick about this upcoming December. I assume we're going to go back to gathering and socializing and having a good time and having the auction and all the fun that's been going on for a number of years.
Yes, absolutely. So we haven't had our first planning meeting, but that'll be coming up probably in July. And yes, we have all intentions of going back to in-person. We did have a few individuals who really liked the online and wanted to know if we could do a hybrid version. I'm not sure that that's possible the way we're structured, but something I'm sure the board will look into. But yeah, I'm very excited to get back in person. You just don't have, it was kind of a letdown after, because you don't have the people around you to celebrate the night, you know? So at the end of the night, that's my favorite part, is after the event is over, then it's kind of a big sigh of relief, and you can enjoy the success of the evening and celebrate the foundation. And this year it was, you're sitting on your couch and
looking at your phone.
Okay, well, I guess good job.
Well, that's understandable. It was amazing, the response. The money raised was wonderful. But there's a momentum factor there when you have a live auction and you get to eat some dinner and sit across from some friends, and
Yeah.
everybody missed that, but it won't be missed this year, and it'll be planned again. I know you guys start work on it pretty soon. So then also just recently, I think Gavin had a story on Sandhills about the dispersal of monies to different projects just recently, right?
Yeah. Yep. So we just awarded our spring grants. We awarded over $68,000 to 18 different organizations. And we had a non-traditional student who received a scholarship from us too during that grant cycle as well. But that's a big number for us, the 68,000 in one. Normally we award about 80 to 100,000 a year in grants. So we just had so many great applications and a lot of great projects that the board was inspired to give as much as we could to support those organizations. And I don't know, it's fun to see that many applications come in. We had 22 apps come in, so not quite all of them got funded, but the majority of them did. And that's why we have our gala, is to be able to support our grants program. And so without it, we're not able to award what we do. But the board committed, even though the gala wasn't as successful last year, to keeping our same amount and making that work. So,
okay.
But, yeah.
All right. Let's see. There's one other question I had, and it left me, so I won't bother you anymore. Unless Brent had anything he wanted to ask. I think it's a 30-year wonderful journey from the beginning to this point, and more to come. I guess maybe a comment, not a question, but in a way a question to you. Doesn't it amaze you how this foundation has grown in 30 years, and then our communities have their own foundations or groups that do things in their own communities, and they raise a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
And so the generosity here in this portion of the state is crazy good.
Yeah, it is crazy good. Definitely not lacking. I mean, we have the best donors, in my opinion. I came from a larger community, and I feel like this county is a lot more generous than where I came from, and just the dollar figures you see come through. The Arnold Community Foundation does a great job at their fundraising event, and they raise some great dollars, and AM Foundation will raise some great dollars here in July, and Sargent has their Bulldog Foundation,
Right.
and Ansley has an Ansley Community Foundation, as well as the Spartan Foundation and Callaway. So, I mean, all the communities do a great job, or the county as a whole do a great job supporting all of these different communities, because I think everybody knows that we all need each other.
Yep.
It's not just one community can survive by itself. We need each other and need to support one another.
Well said. I love watching the communities in the county and adjacent to the county. Comstock getting ready for their 4th of July celebration, sending out a sheet requesting a little help. Arcadia just got through their, Loop City just got through their festival. Arcadia is always kind of the grand finale.
Sure.
Those are kind of celebrations of what you're talking about: generosity, community.
Yep.
And it's fun to have all of that back this summer to go along with the 30th birthday of the foundation.
Yep. And I should mention that we plan to celebrate on the third Thursday in August and announce the results from this. And we're still working out the details, but probably have ice cream or something for the community as they come out to the third Thursday on the square, and should have probably some music and, so should be a fun night.
Should be fun. Now, since you moved from the big city to Custer County, you're now part of a ranch operation. Is it farm or ranch or both?
Both.
Both, okay.
Yeah.
With the Cook family. And
Yep.
we have our guest here with you, Elsie.
Yes.
And she is a dairy cow. How does she look to you since you've become, more involved in the livestock business? What do you think?
Well, she's a little small, but, she's doesn't look too bad.
Yeah.
I could we've got a couple of bucket calves. We could use a milk cow, honestly. How much?
Well, right now she's just full of air. She won't do you
Right.
much good.
Yeah, I like it, but where are your little ones at?
Oh, they're here.
Oh, there they are. Okay.
And we have the
they've been
cemetery
moved.
mixed in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, odd things happen in this business. We have a mixed herd here, black and red, and then Palmer Monument gave us some tombstones.
Sure.
Because he said a lot of people realize that, farmers and ranchers know this. You don't want to let cattle into a cemetery because they rub on things.
Yeah.
And so this is an example of not what to do.
Right. Yeah, that's a bad idea.
Yeah. So always fun having you in. Brent, thanks for keeping me on task today here with
Yeah.
which I didn't want to get in any trouble.
Well, I was proud of you. You did that very well.
I know.
You just kind of stayed focused to what needed to be said and discussed, and well
what
done.
About where's Lisa?
I did ask her if she wanted to come after you guys were curious if she would be here, and her name is, in fact, Lisa.
Yes.
But, she decided she needed to hold the fort down while I was gone, so.
Sure.
Yeah.
So it had nothing to do with us.
I doubt it.
Doubt it.
Actually, I do believe she needed to transport one child from one place to another. And wasn't sure if we'd be done in time.
Summer
so.
activities.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, well, thanks for coming in. And you can come back. I know you're scheduled to come in every so often, but if you want to come back a little bit more often during this celebration period, just give us a call.
Yeah, I think I've been working with Shannon, and we've got 2 more times before before July 15th when this ends. So we'll be here.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Brent, I can't tell you what a pleasure it's been to work with you today.
Pleasure's been all mine, Dave.
I feel like we support one another each and every day. And
you know what?
We don't get in much trouble because we protect one another.
Yes.
Sure.
I have nothing to say. I don't know how to respond to that.
Let's close the show.
Except to say goodbye. See you tomorrow.
Thanks.